Okay, so welcome back. Welcome to the third week of our discussion. And today, our discussion will be um, very easy because we will be talking about the measures of central tendency. Okay, when we say measures of central tendency, what do we mean by that? Anyone among you who knows the measures of central tendency? Are you familiar with the terminology, the measures of central tendency? Anyone? Is there someone here who's familiar with the measures of central tendency? Okay. Anyone among you who has an idea about the measures of central tendency? If you watched our introductory video a while ago, you will know what we mean by the measures of central tendency. Anyone? Give me an answer, please, in the chat box. What are those three words that you remember based on what was presented a while ago? Okay, they are, okay, some of our classmates sent some definitions in the chat box and they said statistical method. Okay, correct. This is one of the statistical methods. Again, and also they are statistical methods used to identify centers of distribution in a given set of data. Correct. That's correct. The reason why it's called the measures of central tendency, it's because we are identifying the centers. For example, we want to have an idea about the centrality or the general the feel of the general population, then we can make use of the central tendency. Okay, and specifically, what do we mean by this? These are the mean, the median, and the mode. Okay, so let's understand each one of them. I told you a while ago that this is just an easy topic because really this is just easy. You have been doing this since grade school. So now let's just strengthen the concept so that they become more understandable. So when we say mean, this is simply the average. So your classmate said a while ago, this is a statistical these are statistical methods used to identify the centers of distribution in a given set. Correct. So when we say average, when we average our grades, when we average our scores, we get the center, the middlemost value of all the measurements. For example, your grades are 84 for the first quarter, 85 for the second quarter, and then 86 for the third quarter, and 90 for the fourth quarter. So we get the mean or the average of your grade. And this is what we use or what we do in your grade, in the grading system. For the final grade, all we have to do is to get the mean of your grades per subject. So for the final grade, for example, okay, what we have to do here is to add all this. We have 84 plus, everybody get your calculators, 85 plus 86 plus 90, and then divide it by how many numbers are there. So how many numbers are there based on the given data? How many numbers are there? 4. So therefore, after adding them, you need to divide them by 4. Kindly get your calculators, add 84, 85, 86, and 90, and then divide it by 4. Type your answer in the chat box, please. Okay, very good. The rest, let me see. Nice. I want you to prepare your calculators, because you will be solving a lot for this. Oops, you have to divide it by 4. You have to divide it by 4. Go back to your solution. Very good. Okay, one of your classmates got the wrong answer. Please double check your solution. Very good. Finally, your classmate already got the correct one. So when we add 84, 85, 86, and 90, the answer will be 345. And then divided by 4, the answer will be 86.25. And this is the mean of your scores, or what we also know as the average. Got it? That's simple. Show me a reaction if that concept is clear to you. Let me see. Show me a reaction, please. If you have questions, please feel free to raise your hand so that we'll recognize your question. Very good. So that's it. That's just the mean. And no matter how many values you have here, all you have to do is to add and add all the numbers, add all the data, and then divide by the total number of these items. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next. That's for the average. Okay? Let's have naman the median. For the median, you know this already. When you say median, going back to the measures of position, the quartile, just take note of this, the quartile, the decile, and the percentile, these are called measures of positions. Because, di ba, we were identifying the positions of your scores. So, measures of positions ang tawag sa mga yon. And median is one of them. Okay? And median, so therefore, as you can see, median is part of the measures of positions and also part of the central tendency because that's the middlemost value of your given set of data. So I'll remove this now. That's just a review. So when we say median, this is the middlemost value. So when we say middlemost value, that's so simple. That is the when you arrange your items ascending order, the middlemost, that's the median. Yung pinakagitna. Midway, half, middlemost. That's the median. So all the terms that you can use for median, that's it, yung pinakagitna. Okay? Let's have an example for this. So for example, we have 87 for the first quarter, 83 in the second quarter, and then, medyo nagpabayan ng konti, naging 74 in the third quarter, pero nakabawi. In the fourth quarter, it became 90, 94. Look, 20 points up. Kasi nagporsige siya with full integrity. So, what will we do here for the median? All we have to do first is to, what's the first thing to do? Let me see if you can still recall the process. What will we do first here? What will we do? The first thing to do to get the median of the given set of data is, very good, arrange in ascending order. Everybody open your chat box, arrange this data in ascending order. Arrange this data in ascending order. Let me see. Type your answers in the chat box, please. 87, 83, 74, and 94. Arrange them in ascending order. Okay, good. Take a look at your given. Some mistyped some numbers. Okay, but majority of your classmates are sending the correct ones. Correct. So the arranged value will be 74, followed by 83, followed by 87, and then followed by 94. Correct.
The Academic Department of Assumpta Tech.
Sorry for that for a while. Okay. So the fastest way that we've done, finding the middle, 1, 1, 2, 2. Oh no, this is the middlemost value. What will we do kasi? What will we do to get the middlemost value of this given? There's no exact number. There's no specific number for the middlemost value. So if that's the case, what will we do? If you can recall our process, let me see. What will we do with this? The middlemost value is missing. So therefore, what shall we do? Add 83 and 87, then divide by 2. Very good. Get the mean of 83 and 87, correct? Or get the average of the second and the third number. Correct. Very good. So therefore, since the middlemost number is missing, all we have to do is to involve the two nearest values for the position. Okay, so everybody get your calculators. 83 plus 87, and then divide it by 2. What is the answer? Type it in the chat box, please. Okay. Divide it by 2. Let's wait for the rest. Don't forget to divide it by 2, huh? After adding 83 and 87, you have to divide it by 2. And your classmates are now sending the answers. And the answer is 85. So therefore, the middlemost value here is 85. And this is your median. Got it? Show me a reaction if the median is clear to you. Let me see. Very good. The rest, I want you to show your reactions, please, so that I will be informed if you understood the process. Good. Thank you so much. And finally, the mode. If the mean is the average and the median is the middlemost, what about the mode? What do we mean by the mode? Anyone? Mode? Ano ang mode mo ngayon? What's your mode today? No, that's not it's not the mode. Frequency? So it has something to do with frequency, correct? Because it tells something about the number. Oh, what about the frequency? Frequency only tells about the number. Oh. For example, we have, let me give you an example. For example, I have, let's use scores in mathematics. For example, in a quiz of a 30-point summative assessment. For example, we have 25, 30, 31, 25, 25, 30, 34, 20, for example. Okay, so the frequency, and then say frequency, that's just the number. So kung 20, it's just 1. The frequency here is 1. So for 25, it is 1, 2, 3. And then what else? For 30, it's 2. For 31, it's 1. And for 34, it's also 1. So that's frequency, the number of occurrence of a certain number or a given data. Now, which among this is the mode? Kung ilan po yung number na marami or umulit. Okay, so your classmates are sending 25 and then 1, 25 and 30. Okay, which actually one of them is correct. Now, which is, okay, the number which appeared the most? Correct. So when we say mode, this is the most frequent. Most frequent. Ibig sabihin, yung pinakamarami. Most frequent. So therefore, which among this set of data is the most frequent? Type your answer in the chat box, please. Which is the most frequent? Very good. It's 25 because 25 has 3 for the frequency. It's 25. Correct. So therefore, 25 here is our mode because that is the pinakamarami. Okay? Show me a reaction if that's clear. Okay, very good. Oh, what about this? Let me change the set of data. What if our data goes like this? If we have 10, 10, 15, 15, 13, 12, 1. What's the mode? Type it in the chat box, please. What's the mode? Type it in the chat box. Type it in the chat box, please. What is the mode in this given set of data? Okay. Your classmates are thinking twice. Okay. Sige, validate your answer. Okay. So you have some answers here. Let me show you. Some of your classmates are sending 10 only. Some classmates only. Some classmates are sending 15 only. Some are sending 10 and 15. And some are sending none. Okay, one of this is correct. Which of this is correct? So let me label them. We have here A, B, C, and D. Which is the correct one? Everybody, I am inviting you to type your answer in the chat box. Which one is the correct one? A, B, C, or D? Type it in the chat box, please. Okay, sige. Continue. Some are still thinking. I am challenging you to risk what you are thinking, because by risking what you know, by risking what you are thinking, and then learning it afterwards, that's where you learn most. Okay, let me see. Pwedeng all of the above po, sir? No. Okay. Okay, so there are mixed answers. So this type of given is what we call multimodal. Multimodal. So therefore, when we say multimodal, it has more than one mode. So which of this is correct? A, B, C, or D? Multimodal, ibig sabihin more than one ang mode, because in your given set of data, meron talagang most frequent, and those most frequent are 10 and 15. They are both 2. They both have 2 as their frequency. So therefore, since they have the same number of frequency and that's the most frequent, therefore that becomes your mode, 10 and 15. So letter C is the correct one. And that's what we call multimodal. Show me a reaction if that's clear. Let me see. Okay, multimodal means multiple modes. Marami silang, may ganoong pare-parehong pinakamarami. Okay, very good. Ay, tama pala ako. Yes, you are correct. I was just testing if you are confident with what you have expressed, and you got it. Next, what about this set of given naman? If we have just one mode, and we also have the multimodal, meaning multiple mode, what about if our given is like this? We have 10, 15, 16, 17, 25, 30, 1, and 0. What's your mode? Type your answer in the chat box. Let me see. Okay, one already sent the answer. Let's wait for the rest. Silang lahat po, kasi pare-pareho po silang 1. Okay, what about the rest? Some are sending none. Some are sending 30. Oy, 30. 30 is just 1, just like the others. Okay, the correct answer here is first question. Is there a data here with more than one frequency? Is there a number here with more than one frequency? Because if there's more than one frequency, then that becomes the candidate for the mode. But since in our set of given, we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 25, 30, and I know, sorry, 30, 1 and 0, I thought it's 10. 1 and 0, there is no data with a frequency of 2 or more. So therefore, the frequency of all this set of data is just 1. Okay? If that's the case, because there's no one that's raising above the number of frequency, so therefore they are just one and the same. They are just the same. And you cannot call them multimodal. But the answer here is no mode or none. Why? Because there's nothing with a frequency higher than 1. Got it? If they are all just 1 in frequency, the answer here is no mode. Got it? Show me a reaction if that's clear. Very good. Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any question or concern before we move on? Okay, thank you so much. So that is for the mean. Okay, and now we started with our um, ungrouped data. You're familiar with ungrouped data, meaning they are not or arranged in a table. So that makes them, wait lang, where is, okay. So these are the measures of central tendency for ungrouped data. Now, let's just learn or familiarize their symbols. The symbol of the mean is X bar. That is the symbol of the mean. Okay, take note of that. For the median, the symbol of the median is, anyone who knows? Anyone? Hala, but may pag-group at ungroup na naman po, sir. Yes, of course. If we are just doing that simple process, that's just for the ungrouped. Okay, and of course, we have the grouped. Don't worry, that's just easy. Okay, that is for the mean. What about for the median? Anyone among you who knows the symbol for median? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. So no one knows simply because there is um actually no actually the symbol of the median is sometimes we just use M, sometimes it's just M, or sometimes we just use med for the median, or sometimes, but this is seldom used, this is called, this is X, like that, and that's X. I don't know how to read this, is if it's X tilde or X tilde, basta o ganyan yung symbol ng median. Okay, and of course for the mode, the symbol of the mode is X, and then there is this symbol on top. Okay, so this is the mean, the median, and the mode. Okay, show me a reaction if the symbols are clear to you. Very good. Thank you so much. Okay, now that I have mentioned something about the grouped and ungrouped data, let's now move on with understanding that part. Show me a reaction if you are ready to learn the measures of central tendency for grouped data. Let me see. Are you now ready? I can see those reactions. Don't worry. This is very doable. You know this. Okay, let's now start. Let me clear this now. Okay. So let's now move on for the mean. Mean for grouped data. Again, a while ago, what we learned was the mean for ungrouped data. And now let's get to know the mean for the grouped data. Of course, when we say grouped data, we will be dealing with a table, the frequency distribution table, or the FDT. Okay, don't worry. This is very easy. Okay, so let's have